All right. Okay, welcome back to the next 30 question rounds. Once again with traffic signs now. So let's go on. All right, and here I have the first question for us. We start with the third with 7 exactly because last time we stopped in 6. So and we are in chapter 4. What must you do upon seeing this traffic sign? I have to be particular attentive. Hi Evgeny, nice to see you. I have to be particular attentive. I have to be ready to brake. I have to drive up to the pedestrian crossing at a moderate speed. So that sign means that there is a zebra crossing or pedestrian crossing close to us. So I have to be particularly attentive is definitely a good idea. Ready to brake as well. Drive up to the pedestrian crossing at a moderate speed. Yeah, I would say all 3 of them. Nice. All right, let's go ahead. What danger is indicated to you by this traffic sign? Side wind, the risk that my vehicle may be shifted sideways, air traffic. Well, this sign you have quite often in front of bridges, and it indicates that there might be strong winds. So the first answer is correct. And the risk that my vehicle may be shifted sideways. Obviously, you're driving and then the wind is pushing you suddenly. So it might be that you're slightly drifting to the left or to the right, depending from which side the wind comes. So it's the first 2 answers. Nice. You pass this traffic sign while driving outside a built-up area. How far off is this hazard to be expected? Between 150 meters and 250, between 50 and 150 meters, or between 250 up to 350 meters. That's something we just have to memorize. There is no way how to know it, and I should know it. I'm not 100% sure in that case, honestly. I think it's between 150 and 250 meters. So we are risking 2 points. Let's see. Good. Wow, that was yes, something we just have to remember. Yeah. So this tells us 150 to 250 meters. All right, let's go ahead. What must you be prepared for when you pass these traffic signs? That this road may be used for winter sports. That there is packed snow or black ice on the road. That only the pavements are used for winter sports. Well, maybe if you're driving in Germany through the Alps, you might see that sign, and that means that you're driving and some of the pipes where people can ski might cross the road. So this road may be used for winter sports, and obviously there must be snow or ice on the road, because if not they can't pass. So it's the first and the second answer which is correct in that case. All right. Hi, see you as well. Thanks for joining. Oldenburg King. What do you do when you see this traffic sign? So which type of traffic sign does it mean? Normally this type of sign tells you that there is a double curve. So in that case, because first it turns to the right and then left, and this will be exactly how you will see it. If there would be first a sharp curve to the left and then to the right, this might be mirrored the sign. So you can be always sure, okay, there must be first a right and then a left curve if you see that sign. Drive as far as possible over on the right hand side. Accelerate strongly immediately after the right bend. Okay. Reduce your speed. So there are just two correct answers in that case. So drive as far as possible over on the right hand side. Yes, because if you're quite on the right and maybe a motorcycle will turn around the bend, the motorcycle to catch the curve will have something like that position. So his head here will come closely to you. And that's why you should be, however, you don't know who's coming around that curve, stay more on the right hand side to stay as far as possible from the coming traffic, and reduce the speed is a good idea as well. Accelerate strongly immediately after the right bend doesn't make sense because there comes a left curve. So it's just the first and the last answer correct here. All right. What do you have to expect at these traffic signs? Okay, actually there are two. I will first read it and then I will explain what it means and to come back to the answer. An unfilled slope 800 meters in length. The beginning of a downhill slope 800 meters ahead. A downhill slope 800 meters in length. So, all right, let's have a look. We've got two signs, and remember, you always read these German signs from down up. So let's start. We have an 800-meter sign here, and important, there are arrows on both sides. That means that from now on, for 800 meters, the sign on top will be valid. If there wouldn't be these two arrows on both sides, then it would be in 800 meters. So, but in this case, it's from now on over 800 meters. And this sign you have to read from left to the right. So it's going, if you check, we are on the left and we are turning right, it's going down. So it's going down 10%. So 10 meters over distance. No, I will be just close. It's 10%. It's going down. So that should be 80 meters. Yeah, 80 meters it should go down. All right. I don't listen to me. I'm not that sure how much that will be actually, but it's 10% going down. So you see, math was never my strength. So uphill slope and 800 length. I will read it in German. Yes, so it's downhill. It's going down. Downhill slope, 800 meters in length. That is the correct answer. Nice. All right. What should you do when you approach this traffic sign? We see this sign. What does it mean? Avoid the uneven patches by making sudden steering wheel movements. Reduce your speed, increase your speed. Okay, first let's have a look. What does it mean, that sign? It might be that you're getting to a very, very bumpy road, and that's why reduce your speed is the only correct answer, because avoid the uneven patches by making sudden steering wheel movements. You're getting into the risk that you're driving out of the street. Or increase your speed doesn't make sense neither, because you might get rotten your wheels. So it's just the one in the middle. All right. What dangers can arise if this traffic sign is ignored? The vehicle could go into a skid and endanger oncoming traffic. The vehicle could suffer a broken axle or a spring fracture. The load could be damaged. Okay, I have to admit that I'm not sure what skid means, so let's have a look. Schleudern im Gegenverkehr. The vehicle could go into, so it's start to slide according to the German word, it's schleudern there. So if you ignore this traffic sign, yeah, that might be happening. The vehicle could suffer a broken axle or a spring fracture as well, and the load could be damaged. Yes, obviously, so all three of them are correct. Okay, what does this traffic sign warn you of? Danger of skidding when the roadway is dirty, Danger of skidding when the roadway is wet. Drivers under the influence of alcohol. Oh, that's a funny one. Yes. In this case, you have to be careful that if it's, for example, wet, then you might start to slide, or if it's dirty. So the first two answers are correct. And even if you may behave like that, if you're drunk, you should please don't drive. And that's why there should be no one driving. So this is why there is no sign like that warning. So it's just the first two, obviously. Okay, what do you do when you see this traffic sign? Reduce your speed, refrain from overtaking, always stop before the road narrows. What does it mean? Well, it means that the traffic sign is telling you that it's getting more narrow. So reduce your speed is a good idea. Refrain from overtaking as well, because we won't have that space anymore. And if you now overtake and someone might pass, we might have a problem. Always stop before the road narrows. No, that's not true. If there is no one, you don't have to stop. So it's just the first two. All right. What must you recon with when you see this traffic sign? So remember, read it from up, not from up to down, it's from down up. So the roadway narrowing for 50 meters, a road widening 50 meters ahead, the roadway narrowing approximately 50 meters ahead. So let's see, from up. No, I always want to say up and I'm looking down. Yeah, let's start from the lower side of the sign combination. First, we have in 50 meters. So there are no arrows on both sides. So it's in 50 meters. If there would be some arrows on the left and on the right, it would be during 50 meters, but there is no arrow. So it's in 50 meters. We have this traffic sign, and that means that the road is getting more narrow. So therefore, the road narrowing approximately 50 meters ahead is the only correct answer. Good. What must you recon when you see this traffic sign? All right. Generally, we can talk always when you see it's a triangle, it's a danger side. And normally, when you have a danger side, you have to put a lot of tension and slow down maybe your speed. Okay, so let's have a look. Inside of this sign, we see some construction workers. There might be a construction in front of us. So men at work on the roadway, construction materials on the roadway, traffic from road construction vehicles. What do you think? Yes, if there is a construction, all of these answers could be true. Men at work on the road, construction materials flying out everywhere, and some heavy vehicles could be there too for the road construction. So let's solve it. Nice. All right. What must you recon with when you see this traffic sign? The vehicles driving in front may suddenly brake. The roadway widens into 3 lanes. Traffic congestion. So this sign will warn us that in front of us may be a traffic congestion or traffic jam. And that's why it might be that vehicles driving in front of you suddenly brake, because there it starts and they have to slow down. If not, they crash into these cars. And traffic congestion. It does not mean that there are 3 lanes, yeah? Just because there are 3 cars. All right. What does this traffic sign indicate? Traffic lights, a customs post, a level crossing with flashing red light. This is quite obviously, it's a traffic light. However, I would want to know what does it mean, customs post? Okay. It's for example, That would be when you're getting at Frankfurt Airport and you will check if you have brought some parts with you which are not allowed to enter into Germany. However, you have this as well when you enter the border at other sites, and then you have these custom posts as well, but that's not the right sign for it. So it's just a traffic sign. I think we will see that sign later. What do these traffic signs indicate? Okay, level crossing on the road turning right, the direction from which a train could come, diversion avoiding the level crossing. So let's start below. So if you turned right, you have to pay attention to trains. So that means that a level crossing on the road turning right is the correct answer. It does not say that just trains will come from the right. No, that's not correct. And it doesn't tell you as well, turn right, that you might skip it. So it's just the first answer in that case. All right. What does this traffic sign indicate? A level crossing approximately 80 meters ahead. A level crossing approximately 240 meters ahead. A level crossing approximately 160 meters ahead. So it's sure, it does indicate that there comes a level crossing. Yeah, that's sure. However, now the question is, how far is it ahead of you? And therefore, you have to know that each of these red stripes indicates 80 meters. So if you have two red stripes, we are in 160 meters in front of the level crossing, and therefore the last answer is correct. So remember, 1 significates 80 meters. If you've got 2, it's 160, and if you've got 3, it would be 240. All right, let's go. You see, I shouldn't have to explain it in that way. What does this traffic sign indicate? Okay, so I hope you have listened. Then it's quite easy to answer that one. A level crossing approximately 160 meters ahead. A level crossing approximately 240 meters ahead. Or a level crossing approximately 80 meters ahead. And yes, there's just one stripe, so the level crossing is in about 80 meters ahead of you. Nice. And finally, now we have got 3 stripes, so 3 times 8, 80 is 240. What does the traffic sign combination indicate? A rail crossing at a distance of approximately 80? No. At a distance approximately 160? No as well. And at a distance of approximately 240 meters is the correct answer. Nice. What do you have to be aware of when you see this traffic sign combination? Wasn't it the same like a second before? Okay, no overtaking of vehicles permitted. That's true. So if you get into this area closer than 240 meters, you're not allowed anymore to overtake someone. And rail crossing distance at 120 meters, no, but at 240. Nice, because we have 3 stripes. Okay, what awaits you with this traffic sign combination? A work site commencing at a distance of approximately 100 meters. A work site ending at a distance of approximately 100 meters. A work site that is approximately 100 meters in length. So let's start with the lower part. In 100 meters, we have a construction. Keep in mind, there are no arrows combining this 100, so it doesn't mean that from now on in 100 meters, it means in 100 meters. We have following sign. or following situation, and that sign tells us that this situation is a construction going on. So in 100 meters we will have a construction, and therefore a work site commencing at a distance of approximately 100 meters is correct. Ending is not correct, and during length, no, neither. So it's just the first. Okay, what does this traffic sign combination indicate? There is no combination. It's just one. However, train station, a rail crossing, a rail underpass. It's a rail crossing, yeah? Exactly. Right. What must you anticipate with this road sign? Vehicles in front of me might slow down sharply. You are nearing a hard right-hand bend. Oncoming traffic might cut the corner. So what does it mean? You're getting close to a bend which is turning right. So you are nearing a hard right-hand bend is definitely correct. However, the question was, what must you anticipate with this road sign? And vehicles in front of me might slow down sharply. Yes, of course, because there's coming a very sharp curve or bend, and that's why they have to slow down. And maybe some cars or vehicles might cut the corner. Might be possible too. So all three are correct. What must you anticipate with this road sign? With cyclists prohibited zone, with cyclists who may cross the carriageway, with an underpass for cyclists. So this sign means be careful, there might be a lot of bicycles in front of you. So it's not a prohibited zone. With cyclists who may cross the carriageway, yes. And an underpass for cyclists, no. They will cross, or there might be a high possibility that they will cross the road. Right. What does this traffic sign indicate? That people on horseback have priority over motor vehicles? No tough. I don't know how to explain. No tough traffic because of brittle path. Danger in connection with horses. So I think, due to my limited English, that just the last one is correct. But honestly, so that people on horseback have priority, no, it doesn't mean you just have to take care of them. But honestly, I haven't understood the one in the middle. Let me check it in German, please. No. So that means that you're not allowed to go through, that the way is prohibited because a way for horses made path is bullshit. So it's just the last one. Nice. All right. What does this traffic sign indicate? Icy conditions, packed snow, avalanches. What is avalanches? I mean, no, it's just icy conditions and packed snow. Yes. All right. What must you anticipate with this road sign? A farm livestock on the roadway, wild animals crossing, a dirt-covered roadway. Well, it's the first one definitely. However, I think the last one might be possible too. You know, you have a cow eating the whole day, sees you, and then lets everything out. Don't say the word what is getting out of it. So it's the first and the last, probably. Exactly. So there might be a lot of dirt on the roadway. Nice. How should you act at a point of danger indicated by this sign? I should avoid sudden maneuvers. I should maintain the greatest possible distance to the vehicle ahead. Avoid rapid acceleration. So what does it mean? That there might be a lot of small rocks on the road And avoid sudden maneuvers, yes. Maintain the greatest possible distance to the vehicles ahead as well, and avoid rapid acceleration as well. So all three. Why shouldn't you get that close to it? Because you might get some dents inside your windscreen if you're too close, and small rocks were flowing or are flying behind of the car in front of you through the wheels, and then they might damage your windscreen, and that's why you should have a big distance to him. And to avoid rapid acceleration is like you will throw small stones from the car back on driving behind you. So as well, please don't accelerate really fast, and sun maneuver is not clever neither. All right, what does this traffic sign indicate? Drainage works, a movable bridge, a ferry. This means it's a movable bridge. I think there's nothing more to explain. It's exactly what it means. It's the second answer. All right. What must you be aware of when you see this road traffic sign? When it is dark or visibility is poor, areas of water difficult to distinguish from the road, the entrance and exit points must be kept clear for amphibious vehicles, the road leads to the bank of a waterway. I would say the first and the last one. Let's see. Yes, all right. So, what must you be aware when you see this road traffic sign? Stones may be lying on the roadway. Vehicles in front may brake suddenly. Avoid stopping and parking. Stones may be lying on the road. Yes, obviously. Yeah, you see some rocks falling down. And if there is a vehicle in front of you and suddenly he sees a rock, or it might fall down, so you shouldn't brake. And avoid stopping and parking. I think so too. Yeah, it's not that clever that if you are in such a stony area, which might be risky to park your car there. So yes, all of three are correct. Okay, let's come on to the last question for today. What must you anticipate with this road sign? Sudden noise from aeroplanes. Other road users may become distracted. Vehicles that brake suddenly. Well, I'm a driving teacher in Frankfurt, and there's a big airport, and A3 and A5 are big highways passing by, or getting very close to the airport, and there you have a lot of signs like that, and it's because some airplanes get very, very close over the cars. So you have always some people who have never experienced like that, and then they start to look for them and get distracted, and then in the last moment they brake that they're not crashing into the car in front of you. So sudden noise from airplanes, road users may become distracted, and vehicles that brake suddenly. All this might be possible and is possible in these areas. So nice. All right. I hope I could teach you a little bit, and you had a nice evening with me. And if you like, I will start the next live stream tomorrow. Yeah, I will pre-screen it, I think, because I have an appointment tomorrow. However, I will be streaming the next 30 questions at the same time at 8:30. However, yeah. So you can see me there if you want to go on the next time. Then see you, and have a nice evening.